You're laughing at Taylor in his fucking Yankee gear, aren't you?
I mean, I'm not laughing. I like it. I mean, I'm all for it. All for it. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see if we can pull it off tonight.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't even, look, I told you, I got mixed emotions about the Yanks right now. Mixed emotions. I mean, thank God the Red Sox forgot how to run the bases just for a second last night, and that helped us win the football game.
Right.
Sims, I'm maintaining,
Baseball game.
I've been mocked. Yeah. I've been mocked by these two and a previous guest that this is a battle the Yankees need to lose to win the war, because losing 2 out of 3 at home to Boston is the kind of thing that gets people fired. That's
what I'm with you there. That's where I feel. I mean, like I've always said, I don't feel like the Yankees ever win a game because of their manager. The Yankees don't have nearly the magic, the grit they ever had under Joe Girardi or, of course, Joe Torre. Like, none of that. Come on. If the Yankees bats aren't just absolutely on fire, can we ever win anything? No, I don't really think so.
Right.
And you look at some of the decisions over the last 2 games and you just go, no wonder the Red Sox are winning the World Series and they perform better than their expectations, because that manager over there is aggressive and he doesn't give a shit when anybody says, and he knows his team and he makes tough decisions. But that's not how it goes down with the Yanks right now.
Listen, I'm with you guys on the problems that this Yankee team has, but where you're losing me is the battle and the war. Like, we can't lose a battle or a war to Boston.
Right.
I hear you. We're already losing the battle and the war there, Bill Buddy. They've been shitting on us for 25 years now. They're shitting on us.
Yeah, but you had quite the run before those 25 years.
So we can win the war. We're losing the battles, the wars, the next war, all of it. That's what. And we're just like, well, we got it out of the wild card round. Like, is that where we are as Yankees now? We're like, oh, we made it to the wild card round. Like, get the fuck out of here. If we don't win the World Series, like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, but you can't win the World Series without winning tonight.
We're not going to win the World Series if we win tonight. It's not going to happen. Are you kidding me? Get out of here.
This is not the team. This ain't the team.
Right. So Sims, I don't think any real Yankee fan really thinks we have a chance to win this World Series. Come on. We're rooting for them because, yes, we're sick of Boston. That's the only thing I'm rooting for. It's because I'm like, damn, Boston has just been fucking our daddy forever here, and I'm sick of that.
All right, let me take the lane as the only person who's not a Yankee fan on this Zoom. The Yankees are winning the fucking World Series, okay? How about that?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you guys are going to look like fools when I'm right.
Bet you a salary.
Yeah.
So, Sims, when the Yankees lost to Boston in Game 1, I was at the stadium, and naturally, Red Sox fans, Yankees fans are jawing at each other, and the Yankees fans are saying, 27 rings, 27 rings, and I'm looking at them, I'm like, you guys are kind of part of the problem.
Well, like, what do you mean? What is part of the problem?
We can't just keep reminding people, hey, we have 27 rings when we were stacking up World Series when there was 10 teams in the league, and, TVs were in black and white.
Shut up. What are you going to argue against the Yankees' greatness forever? They didn't set up the rules and where the league was then. They fucking dominated. It's the greatest franchise in the history of sports, period. The Red Sox were also involved in those 10-team leagues, too. So, blow me with that bullshit, Taylor. Come on. I mean, get the fuck out of here.
Billy never got to blow me.
No, that's a new one.
That's huge.
You're gonna I mean, that's what we have to stand on, and that's what we are. So we're gonna throw that back at them. That is perfectly allowed.
Right.
No. Now, yes, we need more callers into WFAN, and like I've always said, it's like the boss's son is gone. We've gone from the boss to the servant. We listen to Cashman now. What should we do, Cashman, so you can save your job and manipulate everything to save your job for a few more years and blame it on somebody else? Like, it's ridiculous. Come on.
I can't believe Yankee fans are at odds. I mean, you have a massive game, and yet everyone is arguing about whether or not they should win it. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. Well, Mikey A and I obviously are the smarter ones, and Taylor, we have to teach him a little bit.
Yes. Listen,
he's
Billy
too
used
young.
to
He's too young, Sims. He hasn't been hurt enough.
He's a young whippersnapper. I know.
No, but here's what's great. Billy would purposely try to piss Sims off. It just comes naturally to Taylor.
I thought Sims was my ally there when I went to him with that.
Nope.
No. We're gonna. I use that 27 World Series things a lot.
Yes,
when people want to go, wait, what's a better sports town? I go, wait, we have one team that's almost got more championships than all your teams combined. Like, what are you talking about? So, Taylor, shut up, Taylor.
Are you going to the game tonight, Chris?
No, I'm not. When there's football on, I can't go at anything. Right. I got to watch. I'm more excited about Rams 49ers than I am about the middle of the road Yankees. Sorry.
Spoiled.
Wait,
fans.
but real, like, it's not even Rams 49ers. It's like Cal Poly versus the Rams tonight.
It's Rams versus backup 49ers.
Yeah.
But it's still football, so I'm into it. I know. I hear you. But, the 49ers are one of those teams, knowing my friend out there and, Lynch and whatever, they're chippy as hell, and they usually know how to play McVay and the Rams to where I wouldn't be shocked if they make it competitive and fun tonight. I'm picking the Rams to win that game. The Rams are clearly the better team. Rams are one of the best teams in football, and we've seen that already. We know that. This is the first real test for the 49ers, and they're banged up, and I don't expect them to win. I think I got the Rams 27-17.
Sims, are you a 2 TV guy, a multi-view guy, a changing the channel back and forth guy? What's your setup look like?
Yeah. Well, YouTube TV and how they split those screens, right? That's one of the best things going. But
so good.
I'm still kind of old school when it comes to this type of stuff. I'm like, no, if I'm watching the football game, I'm giving it my full attention. And then during commercial breaks, I'll try to switch back over to watch the Yanks tonight. Yeah, that's probably how it'll be. I don't think I'm going to split the screen too much. It'll happen maybe in a few key moments, but as a whole, I try to keep it one-on-one for this type of thing.
BFT with Mike Florio every day on Peacock, the Unbuttoned podcast as well. Football Night in America, Sunday Night Football. Jackson Dart, what'd you think?
Well, I mean, there's no denying he gave a little bump and juice to the stadium and the football team, right? It wasn't exactly what I'm going to say pretty and surgical in the passing game, but you saw, okay, enough there. And I think the big thing is what he can do with his legs, really, that really helps the football team out. I mean, his running is shocking to me. He looks like he got even faster from when he was in an Ole Miss. So that's awesome. And I think the other aspect that we've bagged on the Giants a little bit, the front four showed up last week. The front four was phenomenal. So if you can keep those two things going, the Giants will be in a pain in the ass. But I don't think they're going to win this week against the Saints. The Saints are going to beat them down there in New Orleans. New Orleans matches up well with the Giants. Wow. I took the Saints 19-17.
Really? Was that a skill set that you knew Jackson Dart had coming out of college, his ability to scramble?
I saw it. I don't think I thought it was going to be as prevalent as what has been in the NFL to this point. There was a part of me in college when I saw him, I went, hey, I see, when the Red Sea parts, he runs and he can get 25, 20 yards. He can do that stuff. I was like, wow, okay, a little better speed than I expected. The aspect I didn't necessarily love him in college was his feet in the pocket to make people miss and do this type of stuff, to buy a little extra time to throw the ball or avoid somebody to then run. And damn, that looks like it got better too. So, yeah, I would say I am surprised by a little bit of all that.
Are the Browns just bringing out the next name to go on the back of the jersey that's so full of quarterback names in Dylan Gabriel, or is this actually going to be maybe the guy?
Well, no, I think they think it could be maybe the guy, right? There was people in the draft process that really liked Dylan Gabriel. I mean, really, there's a lot to like about Dylan Gabriel. He's not my cup of tea because he's so small, right? I'm more of a bigger type of quarterback guy. But his arm is legit, Mikey A. That is for real, right? And within that, he's going to be able to make some plays with his legs. He can go a little bit. So don't be shocked if you see on a 3rd and 5, he all of a sudden rips off a 25 or 30-yard run on Sunday morning. I think the other aspect, too, is, in a lot of ways, I almost feel like he's going to play the offense more by the book than Joe Flacco. One of the things I've been yelling at the last few weeks is going, if we're going to play the veteran who just turns over the ball and is careless as hell, well, the rookie can do that. So let's let him do it. Let's see what he's got, right? And that's where I think he's not going to be the statue that way. I think this game is going to be very close because the guy on the other side, Carson Wentz, he's kind of got that Joe Flacco thing too. He'll just sit there and be like, wait, the Browns D, the pass rush is good. I'm going to pat the ball 9 more times. Oh, I got strip sack fumbled, or he'll throw the ball into a crowd of people. And that Vikings O-line is messed up. And this is not the week to be messed up against. So oddly enough, this is one of my upsets of the week. I'm going Browns to upset the Vikings 20-17.
Look at you liking the dogs this week, huh?
I know, I do. I think I have a lot of dogs this week. I thought there was a lot of games this week where I was like, man, this is a close one. Like, I could see this going either way. It might not be like the most sexy schedule ever, but I think there's a lot of good close football games.
Chris, do the Bengals need to consider trading for a quarterback?
I mean, like, sure, but like, what the fuck's it gonna do? Tell me. I mean, what? I mean, like, okay. I mean, their offense sucks, and then they can't do anything. I mean, they're in danger of what I've been saying all week is like, they had the excuse of like, well, Joe Burrow's not here, we're not going to win. That has gone past that now and gone, holy shit, can you guys do anything without Joe Burrow? Are you guys, what do you do all week? Do we not coach? Do we not do anything? Like, what's going on? If Joe Burrow's not there, we can't even function as a football team. They're the worst 2-2 football team in the league. They should be 0-4. And I don't know, like, I've heard Russell Wilson. Okay, it's going to take him a few weeks to learn that system, and we haven't seen Russell Wilson run a system in 5 years. So I don't, like, what's that going to do? Jameis Winston might go there and make some fun things happen, but their defense still stinks. They still can't run the ball, right? I don't think their offense is overly creative. So, no, they're going to get their ass whooped by the Lions this weekend.
Joe Burrow MVP?
Oh, he should be.
1.5 games.
Jesus.
Joe Burrow MVP.
I think
it's 2-0 with him.
It's really glaring. I think it's shockingly glaring, honestly. Like, shockingly. And where I've had people go, well, why were they okay a few years ago with Jake Browning? And I go, hey, that was later in the year.
Right.
They kind of got rolling. Burrow weathered the storm of Bengals suckiness and got through it. And then we were like, oh, here they go. Burrow's got everything functioning. The team's believing in itself. And this is early in the year, and we know they never function right early in the year, and yet it's even showing itself even worse here. Mikey, to your point, I mean, he's making a case here to be like, yeah, maybe he is the most valuable guy to an organization in all of football.
Chris, I was impressed. I was waiting for a road game for the Colts. I know they played Tennessee last week, but a tough road game.
Yeah.
And they go out to L.A., cross the country. They play the Rams, a team that you just said, and a lot of people feel like could represent the NFC in the Super Bowl this year. I was impressed. Even though the Colts lost, I was impressed with their team, and Daniel Jones continues to impress. I know he had a bad pick, but he continues to impress.
I'm glad you said it, because that's where, like, we still too many people are like, is this a mirage? Will this end for the Colts? And it's like, no. The Colts are real. They're going nowhere. Right. If Adonai Mitchell doesn't drop the ball going over the goal line, I don't know, do they win the game, right? Yeah. I mean, it's plain and simple. Yep. So they're going to be a team that is going to be in the thick of things and definitely a playoff contender. And let's see if it continues the way it's looked. You start to go, well, shit, in the AFC, they might be a Super Bowl contender. Like, I mean, they might be capable of that. But their offense just has answers for everything, I think, to your point there, Stu Gatz. Whether it's the run game, the pass game, right? You're seeing that Daniel Jones is capable of handling a lot of offense. And if he's got all these tools at his access, he can make it go pretty damn good. And their defense is damn good, too. It might lack a big-time superstar or whatever, but they're pretty good at all three levels. Lou Anarumo's got them. Yeah, the Colts are here to stay, and I expect them to beat the Raiders this weekend.
The Raiders are a 6.5-point underdog going to Indianapolis. But Sims, I have a question about the Raiders. Ashton Genty returned to his Mike Myers stance that Chip Kelly tried to coach out of him.
Right.
He has a breakout game this past week. Was that Genty's, breakout performance, or was that just Chicago's bad run defense?
I mean, the Mike Myers stance, first off, why mess with it? What was the Crouch doing? It's like a little bit like, hey, let's change the way John Elway throws the ball. Why? He throws it better than anybody on the planet, and he hits bullseyes, but we're going to change. What?
Let's change Tiger's swing, right?
Again, it's like a coach just over-coaching. Like, just shut the hell up and coach the offense and give some good plays, all right? You're worried about the dumbest crap ever. Like, Ashton Genty, though, to your point there, Taylor, I'm not sold still after what I saw. The Red Sea parted in a way that was very beneficial to Ashton Genty. I don't think Ashton Genty, to me, doesn't look as good as Omarion Hampton of the Chargers. When I watch when I sit there and watch film on Mondays and Tuesdays and really break it down, when I watch Ashton Genty and watch him hit the hole, I don't think he hits the hole nearly as explosive as some of the top running backs in the sport. The big run you're talking about, Taylor, right? He had the big long touchdown run. He got run down by Kevin Byard. Kevin Byard is like one of the older defensive players in football who's not known for his speed. So that's what worries me a little. And within all of that, he's still got some good stuff. Don't get me wrong. But is it top 5, top 10 of the draft good? No, not by any stretch of the imagination right now. I think the other thing you're seeing, all those broken tackles he made happen in college, it's just when he gets to the second level in the NFL, that ain't happening because, it's a different animal, as you know, at the second level in the NFL between the safeties and linebackers. And when he gets hit by those guys, he goes down at a much greater rate than he used to playing at Boise State.
Chris, what's wrong with the Ravens? Lamar Jackson's doubtful for this week.
Yeah.
What's wrong with them?
Well, I mean, it first starts the health of the football team. The defense is still the biggest issue. I mean, the offense definitely didn't play well last week. I think the Chiefs had a pretty damn good game plan to go along with that. But also, I think the defense is really the major thing. The defense is the slowest defense in football. It's arguably the slowest. They can't stop the run. They got no cover guys, and now you got no Chidobe Awuzie or Marlon Humphrey. So that's an issue. No Roquan Smith, right? So even with those guys, the defense was not creative, not very talented, and showing its age. And I don't think it's going to be any better this week. The Texans' defense is capable of winning games almost by itself, as we've seen here. Yeah. And this is a week where I think the Texans will be able to create enough offense to beat the Ravens. But, I think that's the big thing to me here. And I don't know if they can weather the storm. And as I've said a few times, and I've had people who have played for the Ravens over the last few years who have worked there, right? There's a little bit of a grittiness and a toughness. There's a little bit of they don't hold their stars quite to the accountable level that a lot of the other good teams in football do. And I think you see that sometimes. And I've heard it from too many different people now at this point to not think it's real, right? I'm worried about them, and I expect them to lose this weekend against the Texans.
Harbaugh in trouble?
I mean, in the sense, not right now, but in the big picture of things, if they don't go to the playoffs, I think it could be one of those things. I think we hit this last week where a little bit it's just I think it's time for both sides to go their separate ways.
Right.
I think, and he'll get hired right away.
Yes.
So it's not we know he's a good coach, but it could be like Andy Reid and the Eagles, where it's just hey, it's ran its course. Everybody needs a fresh start. Let's see where it goes from there.
There are teams out there that will fire their current head coach to get John Harbaugh, correct?
Yeah, that's right. Exactly right. I say that him, I think we said this last week, right? Mike Tomlin, I mean, those guys are on the street. They're going to get hired in a hurry.
Right. Do you feel like the Ravens might not make the playoffs? Is that what you're saying here?
I'm worried about that. Definitely.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, Chris, through 3/4 of the first game, everyone thought they were winning the Super Bowl.
I know, but when you kind of couple that with a defense that hasn't seemed to kind of get any better, and now we're just absolutely decimated by injury, and unfortunately for them this year, they got a schedule that's pretty tough. I just worry about they get in such a spot here that they can't get out. I'm expecting them to lose this week and go 1-4. The next week they have the Rams. They could be 1-5. It might just be too much to overcome. So, I think that's a real possibility in danger of missing the playoffs, Stugotz.
When I hear you say the Texans will muster up enough points to get a victory, I understand what you're saying. That confuses me. This was not supposed to be an offense that had to muster up enough points. They were an offense that was supposed to score 40 points a game.
No, that's definitely something where I was wrong about going into the season. I kind of trusted that. I thought that group there would get the offensive line going. They'd still be able to run the ball with Joe Mixon. He hasn't been there. We'll see. Let's see where it goes from here. I do think last week we saw some positive signs. Here's things I'll throw at you, too. It's early on in the system's, lifespan as far as what they do that way. And I think the other thing is they had to rely on some young guys the first few weeks without Christian Kirk being in the lineup. Right. Him back in the lineup, let's see if that helps them out a little bit. But, there's issues there, Stugotz. I'm certainly, still worried about that side of the ball for the Houston Texans.
Chris, have you seen enough from Kyler Murray where you could just say, listen, he's never going to be great. He is what he is. This is it. This is it. He's never going to be an elite, great quarterback.
I wonder that for sure.
Right.
That has definitely crossed my mind. Right. And watching that game last week. Right. I think there was a few plays where you're like, man, the top quarterbacks in the sport make that play there. They no problem. What? Yes, play small in the pocket, not a slam dunk thrower all the time, not making the amount of electric plays that we saw early on in the career with the backyard plays and all of that. Now, I don't think their offense is reinventing the wheel in the pass game, and they don't have great talent there. So I think that hurts it as well. But yeah, am I starting to wonder whether he can ever be an elite, like top 6 or 7 guy in the NFL? I don't know if I feel that way. Yeah, I don't think he can be right now. He hasn't shown me it.
Right.
Same question with Trevor Lawrence. Same answer.
Fuck.
Well, yeah, I think that's fair. I'm with you. I mean, I hear what you guys have been saying. Again, you guys you see what I'm saying about Jacksonville. Jacksonville's better than everybody's giving them credit for.
Yes.
But even last week. Yeah,
right.
Even
and the
last
running
week
game.
Within that, the running game is killing it, right? And their defense makes plays. That's their big thing. I don't think they'll beat the Chiefs this week. I think the Chiefs will be like, whoa, we're not going to turn the ball over. And I think this is a week where the Trevor, I do something kind of stupid or silly a few times a game comes back to bite them in the butt a little bit here.
Right.
But yeah, the jury is still out there, Mikey A, for sure.
But you like their head coach. I mean, they're 3-1. We're sitting here criticizing the quarterback. But you like their head coach. I like Liam Cohen.
I do too. He's got a little edge, and I just think the world of his offense. And I don't think Trevor's taking full advantage of what's there to be had so far.
Right.
And that's awesome. We've seen the silly mistakes, but I'm telling you guys too, when I watch film, there's a few plays every game where I go, what the? You have to throw that. He is wide open. And he'll be like, wait, should I throw it? And I'm like, yes, throw it. He's wide open. He's wide open. He's wide open. And then he doesn't throw it, and he throws it to somebody else.
Right.
And I think that's got to frustrate Liam Cohen. But their defense makes plays, and their offense has playmakers too.
Do you think if Robert Saleh wanted to, he would indeed fuck his world up?
Well, there's not a lot of coaches I'm taking against Robert Saleh, all right? So let's just start there. Right.
Dan Campbell?
Dan Campbell, maybe. There's a few, right?
I'm not even certain.
Dan Campbell. Hey, Mike Tomlin, I'd take him to, it ain't like he ain't going to back down, right? There's a few out there I'd go like, okay. Kevin O'Connell's a big fucking guy. He's like 6'5", 240, like, you know what I mean? So there's a few, but Saleh, Liam's a pretty big guy too, and he's got some toughness to him. But yeah, that's one where I would favor Saleh if we were, going to Vegas at the MGM Grand and it was a boxing match. Yes, I would.
I think he's one of those guys, Saleh, when he says, I'll fuck your world up, you just walk the other way and never say another word to the man again.
Well,
because he
there's
will.
a reason Liam Cohen said things under his breath as he was walking by and then turned around when everybody was around him, like holding him, right? I think he knows that. Saleh's, he's strong. He stays in shape. He has the look of toughness on his face. So I certainly don't think he'd back down for many people.
Sims, in football, were you a big fighter when offenses and defenses would fight, or were you the guy who was more on the outside?
Yeah, I mean, more times than not, quarterbacks are on the. I certainly would mix it up. I think anybody that if you talk to anybody that ever played with me, they'd be like, "Man, Sims is one of the greatest shit talkers I've ever seen." That was usually my reputation in any locker room, right? I mean, I could really do that. I could stir up a locker room in the morning on a hot button sports topic like no other, right? I'd have the whole locker room arguing after a team meeting at 8:45 about Kobe or LeBron or this or that. I'd have it all going, right? And Brandon Stokely always used to go like this. He'd go, "There's Sims, stirring up the pot." And I would do that on the field in the NFL too. I would certainly say things, but when the fight broke out, no, I was like, somebody else, hell, get in there.
Right. Yes.
Like when the fight crosses a certain line, Taylor, as a quarterback, you worry is like, my arm and my hand are my life. So am I going to sit there and try to throw punches to somebody's helmet like that?
The quarterbacks can't be involved in a fight. Get out of here.
Right. Like, so did I get in some people's faces, like face to face, and do all that? Sure. But if it got real serious, I wasn't getting involved in that.
Tyreek Hill. Career over? What do you think? Like, what's happening here with Tyreek Hill?
Well, yeah, I don't think careers are not
He's 31,
over,
Chris.
I know. It's a huge blow. I mean, that kind of injury, it's serious. I feel bad for him. I saw it right away. Like, when it happened, I didn't realize it was Tyreek Hill at first.
Right.
So I was on the couch, and I went, oh, gosh. Oh, whoever that is really hurt. And then they cut away from commercial, and we came back, and they were like, it's Tyreek Hill. And I was like, oh, my gosh. I said to my wife, it's Tyreek Hill. Holy crap. It's going to change their team. I'm going to pick the Panthers to win this week because of that. I think that I think one, the Dolphins D is not good. So I think the Panthers will be able to move the ball. Two, I think it's going to take the Dolphins a little time to adjust without Tyreek Hill. I don't think it's career ending, but the explosive, what we see of Tyreek Hill person, I don't think we're ever going to see that again.
Right. I guess that's what I was saying, because he was already on the decline before the injury.
Exactly.
And of course, he can come back from the injury and play a couple of more years, but he's never going to be the same.
No, I don't think he'll ever be the same. And not only is it a blow to him and his life and his career, as we know, it's a blow to the Miami Dolphins. You know what I said. The Miami Dolphins, they're star fuckers, and they've been fucked by their stars more times than they'd like. Yep. And this one's going to come back to bite them too. He was probably their best blue chip thing they could offer in a trade right now before the trade deadline or in the offseason. Yeah. And now they're stuck with him and the contract, and it's going to be an issue. So not only is Tyreek Hill hurt by this, but the Dolphins franchise is hurt by it.
Sim, Sunday Night Football this week is Patriots at Bills. Bills are an 8.5-point favorite. Do you see any world that the Patriots can make this a game and win?
Yes. Why are the Bills favored by 8.5?
I like it.
They were biting their nails against the Saints last week.
Right. You're right. Yes.
I mean, the week before that.
Right.
I mean, it's like the Bills are not like, I'm not sitting here going, oh, the Bills are capable. If Tua doesn't throw an interception on the first 5 plays they put in the playbook at the end of the game, it's a nail biter. Like, it's a nail biter. They beat the Jets, but the Jets, we know the offense is all messed up, and the Jets made a ton of mistakes that day that just set it up. The Bills' defense to me, is not very good. I think the Patriots will be able to throw on them. I think they'll be able to run it on them. I think the Patriots will be able to stop the Bills' run game. I think this game will be close. This is one of my best bets of the week. I don't think if the Patriots lose, I don't think they lose by more than 8.5. And in fact, just to let you know, I picked them. This is one of my upsets of the week. I think it's time. I think the Patriots are going like this. I don't think the Bills are as good as people think. I think they pulled the upset off here.
I mean, Sims feels like it's a wacky fucking week coming up in the NFL. He has the Saints winning. He has the Patriots winning.
Yeah, well, I know the Saints winning too, but like, what are you sitting here ready to talk about the Giants like it's the greatest thing ever with their 111 passing yards last week? I'm not ready to do that.
It's the Saints, though. I mean,
the Saints are one of the best running teams in football.
I know.
And the Giants can't stop the run.
Right.
And the Saints have a very good O-line to where they'll be able to protect, I think, against this Giants D-line. That's where I kind of give them their fighting chance. And I think the Giants offense is going to be a struggle no matter who they play. And the Saints defense is better than people realize. Am I wrong, right? Did the Saints, aren't they favored now in that football game?
They might be. Taylor will check it out.
I think they are. I think that line swayed. I think the Giants opened as a favorite. I think the Saints are favored by like 1.5 now or something.
1.5-point favorite.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Sims, I'm with you. I'm with you on the Patriots, by the way. They run the ball very, very well. Vrabel is obviously a very good coach. I like May, and here's the scary thing for the Patriots. Diggs is just starting to get accustomed to that offense. He finally had a big game last week, and if he plays like that moving forward, they're going to be really good.
They are. Drake May looks good. Josh McDaniels have a good game plan. This will be, other than that week 1 against the Ravens, the most complete offense that the Bills have had to play. The Bills are not extremely talented on the defensive side of the ball. They're really well coached. And if they play a team that's like only good at one, like the pass or the run, they can find out game plans to make it work. But when teams are good at both, that's when they tend to struggle. And I think this will be one of those games here.
Sims, does it count as a Stefon Diggs revenge game where it seems like he was kind of the problem in Buffalo?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's not revenge. I think
a
lot of things. Yeah, it's a lot of things. I'm sure he feels like it's revenge too. I think he became a little bit too much of a squeaky wheel when he was up there, right? I think that's one thing. And I think they were a little bit like, wait, you're not like dominant superstar anymore to be this squeaky, right? I think that's where it happened. And they were like, you're squeaking and all that, but you're getting single coverage. Nobody is doubling you, and you're still not coming through. So it was a kind of a point in Stefon Diggs' career where I think he still thought he was a superstar, as he should, but people like me and I think the Bills were going, wait, you're just real good now. You're not a superstar anymore. And I think that's kind of where the rubber hit the road, and they just kind of both got sick of each other there.
So for Diggs, it's a prove you're a superstar still game. Matt Collins, I'm going revenge game.
Oh, fuck you.
Yeah, right. Matt Collins, that's right. Matt Collins revenge game for him right here.
Top to bottom, he's such an idiot. Matt Collins is his friend, by the way. Top to bottom, better roster. Lions, Eagles.
Ooh.
It's tough.
It is tough.
Those are the two best teams in the NFC, correct?
Yeah,
Maybe the NFL.
Definitely. And the Eagles haven't played good football yet. That's the other, I mean, the Eagles' offense is abysmal. It's abysmal.
Right. I know.
It's like those receivers are being very nice by not going off more. That's what I would say. I'm not saying I condone A.J. Brown's tweets.
Right.
But for that offense to have that much talent and do all that, and for them to be that simple and basic, and they can't even get people the ball, that is worrisome. I am taking the Broncos to win that game, too, just so you know. It's another one of my best bets. Yeah,
holy
Broncos
shit, Sims.
They're ready. The Broncos, I think, are going to use this as a measuring test, and I don't think if they lose, they won't lose by more than 3.5. But what was your main question there?
I don't know. I'm just thinking about the parlay on all the underdogs that you're taking.
I know. I got them all going. Wait, but you said something. What was it about the
better
Eagles?
roster?
Oh, who had the better roster, top to bottom? Eagles, Lions. Thank you for listening, Mikey.
Roster.
Yeah, I got distracted. Yes.
I'm going to go with the Eagles still. It's not by a lot, but I think that the Lions' offensive creativity really closes the gap in a big way to where it makes it a very even game there that way.
Taylor, I think if we take all the Sims underdogs in a $100 parlay, it might pay like $89,000 or something like that. I think we
so.
need to do it.
I
might have to get in on that too.
So you said, wait, let's make sure we have the teams here. Saints to win, right?
Yeah.
Patriots to win, right?
Yep.
Okay. What were the other ones?
Let's see. Well, I got
49ers.
I took the Browns to win.
The Browns to win.
And 49ers with the points.
I took Rams 27-17. Right.
Okay.
Right.
And then Browns was with the points. So those
Browns to win.
Browns, I got them winning straight out. Which
Yes.
am I wrong in that I know the Vikings are favored, but that gap has gotten close, and I thought I saw something that like 88% of the money's on the Browns.
Yes.
I'm telling you, I think the Browns match up well with the Vikings.
Taylor, what he's telling you is money line. So if you just put it into the machine there, if you do a Saints, Browns, Patriots money line parlay for $100.
Are we adding 49ers plus?
Take the 49ers out. I just want these teams I want a money line parlay. 49ers bring the value down, you know?
Yeah.
So the three-team parlay is plus 1981. So $100 wins you 1981.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Damn, I might have to do that. I've never done that before, but I might have to jump in on that tonight. How
about me and you do it? Huh? Me and you split it. We give the winnings to Taylor. What do you think? Some of them.
All right. Yeah. I mean, you want to do that? You want me to Venmo you another 100 so we can put 200 on it and see where it goes from there?
Yes, I think we should do that. Taylor, now add the 49ers game. Okay. Now add that and see what it does. And maybe throw in the Red Sox. No, I'm joking.
You're funny.
It's amazing that you're telling me, Chris. This is amazing. We'll let you go here in just a second. That you're okay with A.J. Brown's comments, even though they're coming off a Super Bowl fucking season. Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm not okay with his comments
No.
as far as the thing, right? But
Okay.
I understand his frustration.
But that the offense isn't it's amazing to me that people are still criticizing the Eagles, who just won a Super Bowl and are 4-0. And I'm not talking about you. What you're saying is exactly right. It's their own fan base.
No, well, I mean, again, I think sometimes it's about your capabilities and your top-end potential.
Right.
And to be one of the worst offenses in the game with an all-star offense, that's where it's unacceptable, right?
Right.
And that's where, and for my money, it's the quarterback that holds them back in that department. You don't need to be a brain surgeon here.
Right.
I've watched Nick Sirianni's offense before he got to Philly. It wasn't this. It was never this basic. So you draw the conclusions, right? I've talked to too many people who have played and coached in Philly or not there anymore. The quarterback doesn't want offense. He wants 10 plays, and that's it. And that's a problem, and it's holding them back. But you can't say that because the Eagles Mafia and the Jalen Hurts Mafia just will absolutely obliterate you online. And I've already been obliterated, so I don't give a fuck. And I'm going to say it again.
All right.
Yeah.
Michael Penix is a roller coaster. I have no idea. Like, there are times where he looks like he could be the greatest quarterback to ever play football. I think they should only run go routes with him because he throws such a beautiful deep ball. But he's so inconsistent, man. But last week he looked fucking good.
He played really good. I mean, that was he followed up the worst game of his career with the best game of his career.
No doubt. Right.
Yeah, and he's got all
that says something about him, right?
Yeah, well, he's got all the talent, like you said. That's for sure. I don't think it's a very good Washington defense. I think it's they play way too much man to man. Everybody attacks Marshawn Lattimore, and everybody's been able to run the ball on Washington. So there's a little of that. But if they can continue to run the ball, and then to me, the thing they're missing is play action passing. You got Bijan Robinson.
Right.
They run play action pass, one of the least out of any offense in football. That does not make sense. I'm shocked by that. So that to me is an aspect of their offense they can grow and become a whole lot more dangerous with. We'll see. I know they dialed it up a little bit more last week. Let's see if that continues.
You have a college game this weekend?
Oh, yeah. Well, so, I mean, I'll be in the studio. We have Boise State, Notre Dame at 3:30 on NBC. And then at 7:30, we got Ohio State, Minnesota. So I don't know of how competitive those games will be, right? I think Notre Dame will whoop that butt a little bit. And I, of course, expect Ohio State to do the same thing.
No trip down to the swamp, huh? See your Longhorns?
No, none of that. That'll be interesting, though. With the way we're better than them, but with the way our offense is played, and that Florida's team, as you know, does have physical talent on it. Like, I wouldn't be shocked if that's a nail biter down there in the swamp.
No, it's just cool to have those two teams playing each other because you don't.
It really is. It's going to be awesome to see the uniforms on the field. Like, I love that type of stuff, and I'm like,
Same.
I don't remember Texas and Florida ever on the field together. This is going to be an interesting look, right?
Yes.
So I'm excited to see it too.
It'd be nice if either of them were good, but who cares, you know?
Yes, I know. We gotta pick it up on the offensive side of the ball. That's for sure.
Yes, you do. PFT with Mike Florio every day on Peacock, the Unbuttoned podcast as well. Football Night in America. Sunday Night Football. He'll be all over your television the entire weekend. He needs some rest, I could tell.
I'm good.
We're not even halfway through. Right.
The last weekend killed me, but today is like the first day I felt like a human again. So I'm good. I went, like Saturday night and Sunday night with 3 hours each night, right? Where I got to get up early and be on my game. So I was worn the fuck out, but I'm good now.
All right. You want Taylor to text you during the Yankee game tonight? Some updates, live updates? He'll be at the game.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yep. And I'll text you about that money so we can get on that that parlay.
All right, so we're doing this, right? I'll put 100 down for Mikey. Yeah, you put 100 down for Taylor. Okay,
we got to do it. 100%.
Okay. All right. So if I win, 80% my way, 20% Mikey, and if we win, Taylor gets 20% of Sims's money. Sims and I get 80%. That's what we're saying. 80-20 our way.
Exactly right. Okay, I'm cool with that.
All right, we're good. All right, send me a Venmo. All right, thanks.
All right, peace.